Day 56 of cleaning windows until I pay for my flight school. Today, no windows were cleaned. Instead, I decided to fly an airplane. Prior to flight, I made sure to inspect the airplane and make sure it was airworthy. And after sumping the fuel tanks and then checking the oil, along with the exterior of the airplane and the propeller itself, the plane passed my inspection and we could go ahead and get in the air. So I taxied the plane to the runway and took off. The plan today was to fly from Bolivar, Missouri to Lawrence, Kansas, to Nevada, Missouri, and then back to Bolivar at a cruising altitude of 6,500 feet. Halfway through the flight, we noticed some new hazardous weather had appeared and ended up having to cut the cross country short and landing in Butler, Missouri. And while we most likely would have been fine flying through the weather, my life in this airplane is definitely not worth the risk. We did still end up going to Nevada, which was a new airport I was excited to land at. And after making my final call, we continued to land. This airport ended up being much nicer than I thought it was going to be. And after a quick touch and go, we continued our flight. We were on the home stretch now, headed back to Bolivar, and I was doing my best to enjoy the scenery. When we were on the final portion of our approach, I made sure to turn on the runway in lights via the use of my radio, and we proceeded to land. Because this was my last landing, I tried to make it as smooth and soft as I possibly could. I held it off until we touched down. And when we had safely landed, it was time to pack the plane up and call it a day.